Hello students, our ongoing chapter is reproduction in lower and higher animals. In this chapter, today we will learn about pregnancy, placenta, parturition, lactation and reproductive health. So first unit is pregnancy. Pregnancy is the condition of carrying one or more embryos in the uterus. It is also called as gestation. Pregnancy is the period between fertilization of egg up to the process of parturition. The average period of pregnancy in human lasts for 266 days from fertilization, or it is the period of 280 days which is counted from last menstrual cycle, that is LMP. This pregnancy period of approximately 9 months, and it is divided into 3 trimesters of 3 months each. First trimester, it is the period from fertilization to the 12th week. In this trimester, embryo obtain nourishment directly from the endometrium. Up to 4 weeks, organogenesis takes place, means different organs are developed to the fetus. Major structures of adults are present in the rudimentary forms. Now embryo is called as fetus and it is about 8 weeks. Placenta and uterus becomes large. Fetus is about 7 to 10 centimeter long. Second trimester, it is the period of 13th week to 26th week. In this period, rapid growth of fetus takes place and fetus is become very active and grows about 30 centimeter long. Corpus luteum degenerates and placenta takes over the function of secretion of progesterone. Third trimester of the pregnancy, it starts from 27th week to the process of parturition. In this period, fetus grows about 3 to 4 kg in weight and about 50 centimeter long. Uterus expands, mother's abdominal organs becomes compressed and a strain in the back muscles occurs. Second unit is placenta. Placenta is a temporary structural and functional connection between the fetal and maternal circulation. It is the flattened discoidal organ which is about 4 centimeter thick and 18 centimeter in diameter, present in the uterus of pregnant woman. Placenta is attached to the wall of uterus and to the baby's umbilical cord. It is the only organ which is formed of tissue from two different individuals, that is mother and fetus. So it has two parts, fetal placenta and maternal placenta. Here is the structure of placenta. Placenta formation takes place in the uterine wall. Placenta has villi which are inserted into the uterine wall. You can see here the space between two villi, that is intervillous space. Umbilical cord is here, which is the connection between fetus and the wall of uterus. Fetus is present in the amniotic sac. In the amniotic sac, there is amniotic fluid. So, placenta is a temporary organ which is developed into the human. Parturition. Parturition is the process of giving birth to a baby, or it is expelling the full term baby from mother's uterus at the end of pregnancy. Parturition is commonly called as a process of delivery, that is giving birth to the child. This process of parturition involves physical activities like uterine and abdominal contraction, dilation of the cervix, and passage of baby. Now, the mechanism of parturition. Secretion of ACTH, that is adrenocorticotropic hormone, by mature fetus from its pituitary gland takes place. ACTH acts on the adrenal gland to release the corticosteroid hormone. This corticosteroid diffuse across the placenta and accumulate in mother's blood. In mother's blood, there is a decrease in progesterone, which allows the secretion of oxytocin by the pituitary gland. This oxytocin hormone acts on the uterus for its contraction. Here you can see the steps of parturition. Entire process of parturition takes place in 3 stages: stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. See here, 3 steps or 3 stages of parturition. First is the dilation. First step of dilation lasts for 12 hours. In this step, uterine contraction moves the fetus downward to the cervix, which expands. Amniotic fluid passes out and lubricating the vagina. Placenta is pulled out from the uterine wall. These are the changes occurs during the first step of parturition, that is the dilation. In second step is the expulsion, which lasts for 20 to 60 minutes. The uterine contraction becomes more and more stronger. Baby is gradually pushed outward through the dilated cervix and vagina with head foremost, and finally delivered into the out of world. Third step is placental or after birth. This placental stage lasts for 10 to 45 minutes. In this step, placenta, umbilical cord, and fetal membranes are expelled out in series by the contraction of uterus. Further contraction of uterus close the cervix and prevent excessive bleeding. See here again steps of parturition. In stage 1, there are again 2 steps: initial latent phase and active phase. In latent phase, fetus is seen as it is in the uterus. In active phase, fetus starts to move out of uterus. In second stage, fetus coming out through the cervix with head foremost, and in final stage, that is third stage, entire fetus comes out of the uterus. Next unit is lactation. Lactation is the process of secretion of milk by the mammary glands of female at the end of pregnancy. Prolactin hormone is responsible for the secretion of milk. Lactation helps the mother in feeding the newborn baby. The fluid secreted by the mammary glands soon after the childbirth is called as colostrum. Colostrum is sticky and yellowish fluid which contains proteins, lactose, and mother's antibodies IgA, that is immunoglobulin. So this is the process of lactation. Now we will see the reproductive health. Reproductive health, it means sense of physical and mental well-being related to all parts of reproductive system, or it means all parts of reproductive systems are functioning normally. Goals of RCH. RCH means reproductive and child health care program. The first goal of RCH is to create awareness among the people about various aspects related to the reproduction, to provide the facilities to people to build reproductive health, to provide support for building up reproductively healthy society, to bring about changes in reducing total infertility rate, infant mortality rate, and maternal mortality rate. Awareness about the reproductive health. Introduction of sex education in schools to provide right information to young. Proper information about the reproductive organs, adolescence, and related changes. Safe and hygienic sexual practice, sexually transmitted diseases, etc., would help people to lead a healthy reproductive life. Educating people about the available birth control options, care of pregnant mother, postnatal care of mother and child will bring the social, conscious, healthy families desired size. Use of audio, visual, and print media, implementation of better techniques and new strategies required to provide more effective care by creating awareness about the child immunization programs and by educating couple to reduce mortality rate of newborns and maternal mortality rate. Thank you.